Welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I'm Catherine. Now, thank you so much for all of your positive feedback concerning my spring cleaning frenzy. And it continues with video number 4 on how to clean a glass cooktop stove. Now, Sunday is usually the busiest day of the week for us. It starts out at 6 a.m. and if a home-cooked meal is involved, dinner is usually served around 2 p.m. And after dinner, we are just wiped out. The dishes are done and put away. But the stove, which requires a little muscle, is sometimes put on the back burner. And I made a plan and a commitment that I would clean it the following morning. Well, here I stand in front of my stove. And my plan, a little flawed. You see, I was out of cooktop cleaner and my husband didn't pick up any at the grocery store because he didn't think that was the right brand. So guys, here we are. I've done my research on YouTube and I saw at least 10 videos that had a consistent message, and they were using a lot of these products right here. And here they are: dish detergent that I have already, baking soda from the fridge, a bowl right out of the actual island, and that's for hot water and mixing the dish detergent together. And of course, my rubber gloves for cleaning that I always use. And you see my sponge. We're going to use the soft side, not the hard side. We have a buffing cloth here in blue, and you can use an old t-shirt if you want. Just make sure it doesn't have any kind of decals or anything like that that can scratch your surface. I also have a scraper here right from the garage. You know, I have at least 3 or 4 out there. And then I also have 2 towels, which I'm going to soak in hot water and dish detergent and lay directly on top of the cooktop. So guys, I'm curious, will I have to make a trip to the store after all? Or is this going to work? Well, let's go to work and find out. First, let's remove all of our knobs. So you need to blow off a little steam. And the perfect way to do that is sprinkling a little baking soda. Well, how about a lot, according to all of those videos? Just sprinkling that baking soda onto your stove. That looks like it's going to be more than enough to get the job done. Well, I decided to get a little creative with creating a hot towel. I simply filled my bowl about halfway with water, added my dish detergent, and it was nice and soapy, and then I put in my 2 towels. And now I'm going to place them in the microwave for about 2 minutes, and I think that will be warm enough for me to continue to safely handle. Now, the steam from those towels was absolutely perfect. It really helped me to quickly clean out my microwave. Now the water is nice and soapy, so I'm only going to wring these out so that there is still a little bit of water saturation in these towels. Nice and warm. But I still want a little bit of moisture. And now to just simply lay them on the stove. Ooh, feel that steam? It's not too hot, guys. Let me assure you. And now we wait. Well, time is up. So let's see what's happening underneath these towels. Well, I'm impressed. But you know, it's nothing like waste not, want not when it comes to using baking soda. So I'm going to take the excess baking soda that these towels leave behind and I'm going to place it in my trash disposal in my sink. Turn on warm water and turn it on. That way I'm freshening up that area as well. Now the 2 front burners were not as clean as I wanted them to be, so I decided to do a second application just covering those 2 areas. Now I only waited 15 minutes for the second application, and I did see where it hadn't quite gotten all of the dirt off of the first burner. So I simply gathered some of the baking soda in a pile, and it is still moist and a little bit pasty, and I simply pressed down using my rubber scraper and just rubbed the area that I was concerned about. And the stain came off. I could see the discoloration in the baking soda going from white to brown, so it really worked. Well, there you have it. Looks like this stove is pretty clean. Let's make sure that I get all of the baking soda off of the surface and then buff it to give it that extra shine. Now, I've accomplished 3 tasks today. I've cleaned my stove, I've cleaned the microwave, and I've also freshened up the trash disposal. So 3 for 1, that's a pretty good deal. Not to mention, I don't have to go to the grocery store after all. That makes this process a 10, 10, 10. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the view today. If you are not a subscriber, I hope you will consider doing so. And remember, stay in prayer and stay creative.